Assalamualaikum, I am Muhammad Fadli bin Mazlan as we are conducting an awareness campaign regarding cybercrime. So today I want to give a talk about prohibited and illegal content. So do you guys know what is prohibited and illegal content? So it is a type of cybercrime which involving sharing and distributing inappropriate content that considered as highly distressing and offensive. So according to MCMC or Malaysian Communication Multimedia Commission, there are 9 categories of illegal and prohibited content. So the first content that is considered as illegal and prohibited is indecent content, second is obscene content, third is violent content, fourth is menacing content, fifth is content with a bad language, sixth is false content, seven is children content, 8 is family values content, and lastly people with disability content. The tactic or modus operandi to conduct the illegal and prohibited content is firstly, an online platform was created by an anonymous to share or distribute the inappropriate content. For example, dark website or social media platform, and then the process of distribution and sharing of illegal prohibited content is done. There are several solutions that I can suggest to avoid illegal and prohibited content. First of all, you must use a filter or other to block the certain content that is inappropriate. And then as for parent, you can use parental control by restricting the time using the internet for your children, and then you can make a report to MCMC through aduan.skmm.gov.my. And fourth, you can find counseling services if you see something that is make you feel uncomfortable. And lastly, you can report the content to service provider. As for example, you use Facebook and then you saw the illegal and prohibited content, so you must report. According to Malaysian legislation system, there are a law that restrict the illegal and prohibited content under Section 211 and Section 233. Section 211 is prohibition on provision of the offensive content, and 233 is improper use of network facility or network service. Both who found guilty under this section will be fined Rm50,000 ringgit or imprisonment for a term not exceed 1 year or both.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Muaz. Today I want to present about the cyberbullying, which is one of the type cybercrime. Okay, cyberbullying is the bullying that use digital device or internet to threaten, harass or embrace the target person. Usually it happen in social media like Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, because this platform is easy and fast spread information about someone without any limit. So you can see the graph that show how the cyberbullying is the very serious problem in our country. So before we move too deeply about the cyberbullying, we need to know the tactic of the cyberbullying. Expose the sensitive personal information, picture or video about the victim on the internet. This is done without the permission or victim knowledge. Logging into someone's social media profile and posting inappropriate content under their name. While many people consider this to be funny joke, but it can hurt someone's reputation. Use fake account to harass or embrace the victim. Normally, the bully is around the victim and want to hide their identity. Lastly is provoke someone to comment and message. However, it will become worse because the main purpose is one to trigger the person into the online fight. Okay, we move to the last part, which is the solution of the cyberbullying. Okay, first you need to contact or report to law enforcement. You can file police report for further reaction. Second, do not share your password personal account, even your best friend, because we do not know how your relationship in future. Okay, thirdly, do not give any reaction to the bully, because normally they do it for seeking your attention or reaction. So if you don't react, they will become bored and move on. And lastly, block and mute cyberbully. Most of the social media have a system to block unwanted message. So you must use these advantages of the social media to block and stop them. Okay, that's all the solution of the cyberbullying. As we know, we are in pandemic situation, which is everything we be doing online. So we must be alert and wisely use the technology for the right purpose.
Hi, my name is Amirul Haris. Today I will be presenting about one of the cybercrime known as phishing. Phishing is a cybercrime that uses email or fake website to deceive people into providing private and confidential information and include uploading malware. Next is about technique in phishing. So one of the tactics is where an email that contains a link will be sent to an employee of people that will divert the people into a portal that demands classified information. Next, the second tactic is by installing the Trojan through a fake email attachment that will allow the attacker to pass the system vulnerabilities and obtain classified data. The third technique involves spoofing the sender address in an email to pose as a reliable source and demand classified information. Now, I will show to you the clearer example how phishing works through an email. This is an example of a spoof email. The email claims that the user password is about to expire and the user need to go to myuniversity.edu/renewal to renew their password within 24 hours. However, several things can occur by clicking the link. For example, the user is redirected to myuniversity.edurenewal.com, a bogus page appearing exactly like the real renewal page, where both new and existing passwords are requested. Now, we know how phishing works. So next is about how we encounter it. One of the solutions is by using spam filter. This filter will help us assess the origin of the emails, determine the software that used to send the email, and if it determines the email as spam, it will automatically block the email in future. The second solution is by changing browser setting. This will help prevent fraudulent websites from appearing. The browser will keep a list of websites, and when we want to try to access the website, the address will be blocked and the alert message will be shown. The third solution is by using monitoring system which is employed by banking sectors. The individual can report the phishing to the industry where the legal actions could be taken against these fraudulent websites. The fourth solution is by changing our browsing habits. Please contact the company personally if you are needed to reveal any sensitive information. The fifth solution is you need to hover over the URL first before clicking a link in an email. A secure website will have SSL certificate, or known as Secure Solid Layer, which will begin with HTTPS. For your information, Google has already started an initiative to label all websites with only HTTP as non-secure website in their long-term plan. I think that will be all from me. I hope you are enjoyed watching this video, and please click the like button after watching this.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Shafiq Izzat and I will explain to you about another type of commonly occurring cybercrime. It is known as a ransomware, in which the cybercriminal will use a malware to attack or encrypt the victim file. When this file been affected, the user or victim cannot access the affected file. So the attacker will usually demand a certain amount of money as a ransom to restore the victim file, and the victim has to make the payment in limited quantity of time. If not, the attacker will increase the ransom amount. And any operating software or gadget that have operating software can be attacked by this type of cybercrime. Okay, there were two most common tactics that we used by the cybercriminal to make the ransomware attack. Okay, the first one is phishing spam, and the second one is cryptoware. A phishing spam is when the attacker use a fake email from a bank or any person that the victim know, and try to trick the victim in opening the affected file in the email. And once the affected file been opened by the victim, it will release a malware. The malware then will infect the file or any selected target that the attacker want. And meanwhile, the second tactic, which is cryptoware, is when the attacker try to inject the malware through the vulnerable open port or any insecure local network that the victim use, and where the attacker managed to inject the malware will immediately attack the targeted file the attacker want. So when you detect that your computer or operating software be attacked by the ransomware, the first step you must do is to not panic and keep calm. Plus, do not adhere or accept whatsoever demand that the attacker want. What you can do is to try isolate the affected file from your local disk and delete it permanently if it did not contain any important data. But if you are too scared or do not have a deep knowledge about computer or IT, you can try to call any person, whoever that have knowledge about this matter. But the best step to resolve this issue is to call authorities or cybersecurity team, since they have a specialist that can help to resolve this issue. This is because a malware or ransomware attack have a different among one another, and they require a specific solution for each one of them. But if you try to resolve this issue by yourself, it may cause data loss or further worsen the infection. But if you in hurry and you already have a backup, you can try to format your operating software or PC and restore the affected file by using the backup that you have prepared previously. And that's all the solution for this problem.